Hello and welcome, my beautiful, beautiful Capricorns. Brenda here with your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of January the 20th to the 26th. Boy, oh boy, our month is just flying by very, very quickly with a lot of profound things happening during this month of January globally. So keep your eyes open for change, because that's the card you've got here for your download message. And there's going to be change in your own life and change in on a global, a global standard. So adapting, being adaptable, going with the flow, not pushing against the current here, and realizing that change is inevitable and how we are all going to be adapting to that. But more so you, Capricorn, there could be change in your personal life or even in your business life. Coming in with your first card, you've got the card Flying. And that's an interesting card, saying that you have that ability to go after your goals right now and you're in alignment with your highest purpose. It's a sign that your waiting is going to be over and all your hard work is paid off and the things you hope for are no longer beyond your scope. I mean, this is a card that says go after your goals, take that leap of faith. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. So spread your wings and go after what it is you want right now. So I liken this to the leap of faith, doing your preparation work and knowing that there's a change coming in that is going to make you move in the direction of your dreams and goals. You are leaving behind something here. You know, when we get the Eight of Cups, it's time to come to say goodbye. And when you sense something is missing in your life or no longer serves you, take action. If you're not happy with something, or whether it's a relationship or your job or the lifestyle, don't be afraid to walk away from it. Okay, because doing so may be painful in the short term, but in the long run, it'll be well worth you moving on. So you're definitely moving on from something that you don't want to go back to, something that wasn't working out. And this is a good thing. This is your change coming in. Go after those goals, spread your wings, and don't be afraid to fly towards them. Excuse me. Coming in next in the, I love this little picture of the otter and the heart. Coming in next is the Otter Spirit, and it says you are never alone. So this is a card that says you could be connecting with friends, family, colleagues, and knowing that love and support and friendship are available to you. So connect with your community, your tribe, your friends this week. Don't be afraid to reach out. Maybe things, you've been very busy and you haven't been able to connect, and maybe some of you need to do that. So don't be afraid to make the first call, send the first text, send the first note out to somebody here so that you can connect. You could be in the middle of trying to make a decision and a choice with the Two of Swords, and you may be procrastinating that. You know, it's like you've locked horns either with somebody or you're at a crossroads, and it's time for you to make this decision. Now, you may want to connect with somebody here that you know that is a colleague, a friend, or family member, and discuss this with them and say, oh, you're having difficulty making this. And sometimes when they take the place of a mediator and they're biased, they can lay the cards in a fair and equitable manner in front of you to see what works out best for you. So don't be afraid to reach out to somebody here, whether they're professional or whether they're on a friendship or a colleague level, and ask their opinion. People are, there's love around you, Capricorn. Just don't be afraid or too proud to reach out. Excuse me. Coming in your challenge part of the reading, it says be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. Excuse me. So I just said that. Don't be afraid to make the first move. Don't be afraid to call somebody first. If you're waiting for something to come in, don't be afraid to contact them and ask them about something, okay? That's what this is about. This isn't about sitting here waiting, wondering, and being concerned and not being able to move forward or to make a decision or a choice. So once you get the answers that you need and you contact them, you will be able to make some choices and decisions that will benefit you. Trusting your intuition and your higher self is the High Priestess. And this is you right now. You're going to be doing some research possibly. You're going in behind the veil and finding out what you need to know. This is trusting your gut feeling. If something doesn't feel right, you better look into it. If it looks too good to be true, chances are it is. And I always say to you, don't take the first offer. Everything that glitters isn't gold. So do your research, find out, reach out, and find out the information and the answers that you need. Coming in with your messages from Spirit and your guides, you've got TikTok. So there could be some kind of of time constraints here against you, where you're feeling as though you're backed up against the wall and you're wondering if you're going to get things done and completed, waiting for something to happen. And often I say with this card, you need to do time management here, where you need to be sure you tick everything off according to priority on your list here. Sometimes when we see a large list, we become overwhelmed and we think, oh my God, I'll never get through it. How am I going to finish this? How am I going to do that? I don't want you to do that. Okay. It's like somebody opening up a book, reading the first chapter and then jumping to the end of the page to find out the ending. People do that. So this is about you realizing that everything, all the puzzle pieces and the links connect here. So just take your time and make sure you do things according to priority. Make things comfortable for yourself. Okay. Don't stress this. You might have some reason that you are concerned about so much that's going on. Maybe there's some deadlines you feel you need to meet. Now, with that is the worry card, the Eight of Swords. Now, we had the Eight of Cups, leaving behind some unfulfilling and unrewarding situation and environment. Now you're concerned, oh my gosh, it's not going to work out. What ifs? How comes? You start stepping in your own way, shooting your foot off and sabotaging something here. We've all been there. Okay, if things don't come in as quickly as we want, or we're waiting for something, or we don't think we're going to be able to complete something, we start to panic and we get up in our head. This card says don't do that. Okay, this card says step out of your way. Okay, this is all in your head. This is a card that says you don't need to worry. Okay, coming in at the end of the week, possible future energy, it says, this is a Cordelia card, and it says go outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So yeah, this is winter where I am. There's snow, it's cold, it's not fun. But even just stepping out, on your porch or stepping out of the office just to get that big breath of fresh air and to look up at the sky or to be in any part of nature is definitely going to be beneficial. This is a card that says you've been locking yourself in too much, isolating yourself, closing yourself off perhaps from socializing or even connecting with other people, or just getting outside where it's healthy. Okay, nobody says you got to do 10K today, all right, or this week. What I'm saying is it's important that we get that fresh air, that we open up our lungs, that we look around across the horizon, looking at things from a bigger, broader, wider perspective, not allowing ourselves just to be closed in that box, because eventually those walls start to come in and you could be feeling pressure because of this. Maybe you need to get out and get some fresh air, and it'll clear your head where you'll have that sort of epiphany, the third eye opens and you get that, yeah, now I know what I can do. Coming in below that, you've got the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is an excellent card when it comes to receiving some information that gets your creative juices flowing. Right? This is about moving forward in a new direction and realizing that you can do something different and new that gets you excited, right? So, this page is full of enthusiasm and curiosity for the world around him, and he's constantly exploring and seeking new adventures, and he's never afraid to take risks. Maybe this is you, Capricorn. Embrace your sense of curiosity and allow it to lead you. Okay, you may not know where you're going, but you can be sure that your path will lead you somewhere exciting. Who knows? You could stumble upon some true passion that you really want. So this is, getting out there. Maybe, like I say, you might find that this fresh air will do you more than you had thought it would. Okay. So when I shuffled that card and I saw, we've heard this saying, the saying came to mind. Spirit said, let's take it outside. So, which was totally irrelevant to the nature aspect of this card. So that means don't get involved in other people's battles or drama. If there's discussions that need to be done, that maybe the workplace isn't the place to do it. And that's what they mean. Take it outside. Okay, so I wanted to drop that little tidbit there because Spirit gave me that message as well, which does not pertain to the book message. Okay, I am an intuitive reader and I follow my guides as well, as you know. Now, coming in with this card, the Eight of Cups is the World. And the World says, yeah, this is a good idea for you to go after something new goals, whether it's a new relationship, new job, new business, new location, whatever the case is, Capricorn, don't be afraid because the world is your oyster. Pardon the pun, but in the adage, because it's so old, everybody knows it, it's boring. I know, but it's the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. Okay, full circle. You're tying up loose ends. You realize that you can go after what you want. It's the card that says you could also be thinking about travel. Okay, you might be packing your bags to do some sort of travel. Maybe you're wanting to get away. Well, maybe it's a business trip. Maybe you're going to be able to combine business and pleasure together. But you could be taking a trip somewhere. For others, you could be dealing with people, perhaps on an international level, talking to people on Skype or some sort of FaceTime or communication with people on the other side of the world right now, whether it's business or pleasure. Coming in with your otter spirit and realizing that you can connect with friends when it comes to their help, helping you make this decision. You've got the Eight of Pentacles. You're working on something here, and some of you it could be work and career related, where you're learning new skills. And you could also be taking a new form of study, which will give you a credit, a degree, something to put on your resume, which will level you up on that rung of success and next tax bracket of income. Don't back down. Don't change your mind. Pay attention to the details, because I think you're in the process of letting the powers be know who you are, the talents you have therein, and what you're made of. So this is a good card of continuing to move forward. It's also the card of the apprenticeship, which in general means you're learning some new skill, perhaps in a new place you're working or at work. Coming in with a High Priestess and the Be Bold and Make the First Move. I'm glad you got this card with that meaning coming in, because be bold and make the first move is what she does. She is the Queen of Wands. She's the most confident queen, and she doesn't back down. It's taken her a while to walk through the fire and come out the other side, but now she's the phoenix, and she's clawed her way to the top on her way there, and she's not backing down. She's setting her goals. She's going after them, and she's moving away from anything that's holding her back. She is not the Queen of Swords, but she has the capability of going after what she wants and not allowing anybody to deter, to talk her out of anything. And all those doubters out there that, try to talk her out of this, she just flips them the bird, shows them her back, walks away and says, watch me. Taking on the strength. Be bold. Make the first move. Don't be afraid, my beautiful Capricorns. Now, coming in with TikTok and the Eight of Swords, you've got this card again, twice. And this is you making a choice and a decision, but you're getting up in your head, so you're basically blocking yourself from doing this. So don't do that, okay? Don't panic. You've still got time to get this done, but you need to be clear and concise on what it is you want. Make your demands clear. Don't be afraid to go after what you want. Okay, let your demands be known. Stand firm. Okay, if this is a legal situation, you may you may be retaining a mediator here, a legal mediator, to do this. Okay, laying the cards in a fair and equitable manner, saying, okay, you've got this and this, both of you've got this and this to gain and to lose. You'll make that decision, but you need to look at things from a broader, wider perspective. And that means don't get up in your head and block yourself here, worrying and being negative, because what we think we become, we attract, and it comes down on us. Okay, coming in with the Page of Swords and getting ourselves out there, we have the Temperance card. So slow down. Okay, take some time. Maybe you are taking a trip here. This is a card again. Remember we said you're never alone? Temperance is that card where it's always, the graphics are always either of an angel or wings behind a person. And that means Spirit's got your back. Okay, the powers that be, the deities that you lean into. This card says that, you need to do things at a slower pace. Don't push yourself too hard. Don't make any snap decisions or make any choices or decisions quickly. Think about them. You've got lots of time, and Spirit's got your back. Watch for those messages coming in. What are you seeing? Are you seeing, repeating numbers? Are you seeing or hearing a song? Are you hearing lyrics? Seeing different things repeating themselves? Pay attention to those messages, because Spirit's saying they've got your back. Okay, something new is going to come in here. Well, my beautiful Capricorns, this is your general reading, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, and prosperous, successful week. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I will see you soon, my beautiful Capricorns.